I'm all the way on the outside. Pull that sucker tight. Today is Wednesday, September the 6th, and I've already got up, ran a couple miles up and down the road on these gravel roads. And then AJ and I have already loaded back up the 2x6s that we bought yesterday and hauled up here from Liberty. They weren't going to work for our roof once we figured out the rafter load tables and everything. It looked like it wouldn't be able to hold the snow load and everything. So my dad said we needed to switch to 2x8s. So we just got up this morning and drove all the way over to Chillicothe. It's now 11 a.m. We've got a whole new load of lumber here. These are our ridge boards. These are going to be our rafters. Dad's going to hopefully come up and help us figure out all the math, figure out these rafters so we can cut them all and start working on putting in our ridge beam and roof. Yeah, up and down. We'll check over here too. Yep, I'm all the way on the outside. Pull that sucker tight. That sounds familiar. 197 and a half. Hunt more, worry less. Can't go wrong with that. Should be our ridge beam cut. And now he's cutting the dovetail up.
5/16. This is 99 and 9/16. So say 99 and a half because this is 50. So 50 squared is 2,500.
That's right. What's your name? Oh, I know. Oh, I thought the very start.
Take one of them short boards there.
Put it on this one.
And just nail it on that out there somewhere. It doesn't really matter. So then when you slide it, it'll just slide right against it.
Okay. Something like that.
Yeah, it didn't matter. Just
Oh,
anything to
so that
kinda
it
hold
keeps it from.
Just so it slides in there into that slot.
Yeah.
This will create a
Probably
slot
won't
for
be
it.
a slot, but at least it'll have something there to set against. And if you wanted a slot, you could put one on the other side too. Well, that one there is really not gonna be able to probably be nailed.
Yeah, it needs to just sit there, right?
Let's get another board and put on the other side of that, and then it'll just set in there, and then you can,
Slide it back and forth.
yeah,
or
do whatever you want to there,
Use
and
that
just
little
leave
piece.
that one until you get your rafters up. Should be able just to put it in there and work on this
This one will
side.
just hold it.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Odds of what?
This being level.
Oh. I don't know.
Absolutely perfect.
Well, I'd say nail it, and then we can check those rafters.
Yep, it's perfect right there.
Make sure that we're close. And
So
then,
we just nailed this end, right?
yeah.
On this face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just temporary, yeah. Just enough to hold it there. I would only put one nail in it probably.
You said just leave this one floating for now.
It shouldn't go anywhere.
Shouldn't go nowhere. Once we start putting these rafters up, it'll just get stronger as we go.
Let's set the rafters up there and see.
Let's do that.
Necessarily, I don't think it'll move that much.
Go all the way down flush with it. It'll go like this. Yep. Okay.
Whoa,
Well, what? Way off?
yeah. See what the other side is.
It's the same distance as it was over there.
What did we do wrong?
I thought this sat on top of this, doesn't it?
No. It's just like that. That's the top. Does it need to go higher?
It's needing to go higher is what the problem is.
That's what I'm thinking. It's not high enough. Put it in the bird's mouth, AJ.
Put it at the top and see what it does.
Put it at the top.
Ah,
It fits perfect right there.
so,
We wouldn't have to cut it at all.
so that's the bottom instead of the top. That dimension is the bottom instead of the top.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does it match up perfect? Looks like yours probably just need to go up a little bit higher, but yeah.
It's not quite setting down like it should, but we still haven't cut the 3/4 of an inch off. I think what it is that this was supposed to be higher. Maybe that dimension was to the bottom instead of the top.
If I go down, that's where it sits at the top of the board, Dad. Is that the 3/4 inch or whatever?
Yep.
So we want to cut one and try, or?
Yeah, cut 1 3/4 and make sure you cut it good.
She probably sees it.
Yeah, she don't like that.
I don't know where she's at. She's right
She
behind.
must be right there in that
She's
ditch.
probably the same one I saw this morning.
She's probably, yeah.
Whoa, that's not a good idea.
Be careful.
I can't tell if it's.
I probably got this if you want to hold it at a grip hold.
Like that. Yeah, you can't stand on the top one on this one.
No, I'll be dead. Look good on the line, AJ?
Money,
Huh?
money.
Still like it?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it sure went in there nice and flush.
Yeah, I mean, it's flush over here.
Really good.
Oh, real good.
After trial and error. Just plates on like you had.
Probably. Yeah. I'll get some better ones. Alright, so we want to toenail this one. Because it's on the opposite side. No. Thought I was. My fat ass will fit between here.
sure ain't setting down here really good.
Yeah, I feel like it needs to.
Looks like your knots got off a little bit or something.
Right there, okay?
Yeah, I guess. Knots is not, didn't get your knots quite square enough here, I don't think.
I don't think it has to be perfect. Let's go, Jay.
You good?
Okay. I'll have you do this one, Jay, since you've been doing them. You're the one that's been better with the nail.
Yeah, it'd have been way up there if you'd went 12 and 12 on that.
Yeah, I don't want that.
We probably could have went 4 and 12 or
Probably could have went for, yeah, I agree.
something. Probably could have went 4 and 12 and maybe got dog with 10 footers, I don't know.
We didn't cut a whole lot
But
off.
six-
Yeah. Make sure you get it flush. It looks about right there.
Okay.
Okay, now hit one from the other side.
We have 2 rafters installed on each side now. Here's a couple different camera angles of us cutting a bunch with our template. So yesterday we were having some problems. On the north side, all of our rafter template based on our math and geometry was fitting absolutely perfect. However, on this side, we were having a gap there. And what we came to realize was not only this wall is not perfectly level and plumb, but it's not as bad as it looks. It's just like it's an eighth and off, so that's not that bad. And we couldn't figure out what was wrong. And unfortunately, my buddy Evan came up with the idea that this whole thing was wrong. And he was right. Basically, that this is a different height here than it is over here. And that was correct. It was 3/8 of an inch higher on this end. So our theory is if we jack this end up 3/8 to match this one and get it nice and level, that this side will then hopefully butt up better in the bird's mouth and come out flush with the front lip here. If you look over here, it sits in just barely, whereas this one out here is perfect. You see how it's nice and flush. That's what you want. You want your board to come up flush to that. So that one's not terrible, but we don't want to keep doing this. It would be nice if we could just use our original template that we have for our rafters and just fill all these in real fast and cut them real fast and not have to do each one custom. So hopefully by jacking this up, it fixes our problem. My camera died and we didn't get to film any more of the installation on this side. Well, it is 2:30 in the afternoon. We have finally finished our first section of rafters. We have got our second ridge board put on now, and AJ's marking out where all the rafters line up on that ridge board. We got the scaffolding set up and moved to the inside with the second row on top. So he's standing up there on top of it. It's gonna make putting this row on easy with the open loft concept. So I'll take you inside and show you. So we've got our double section now. Oh, I would. Okay. Guess that's all we need. Now we could nail it in lower if we wanted. Just solidify it back. You know what I mean? So it won't be in our way.